Let us build a nation together.
Big up to the entire staff downstairs, always working hard. I hope you all had a very wonderful Easter. It was a good, healthy, long 4-day weekend.
So much of things that we need to see about.
And yeah, I trust me, things were still happening.
Cause you know,
in the interims. I'm not sure how much of it I want to get into today, to be honest with you.
Put in more effort and less play. Because now, more than ever, we must.
If there's anything in particular that you wish to address regarding the leaders and such, by all means, call and let me know. 342-0081.
I say,
or 466-5391.
So,
but I may not particularly dwell on them today.
Because
I wish to talk of other things.
My sister.
Other things that still matter.
Together.
But I will get into that in a short. We, of course, still have to pay these bills. Hey, special good afternoon to the Pyramid Massive. I know some of you all are locked in up there on the mountains. Hope it's not too cold up there. One of these days, all you have to... I need an invitation up there. I know it's still a ways away from now, but I would very much like to experience a Pyramid Juve one of these good years, you know? I don't have any more Pyramid friends anymore that I know of, that I'm aware of. And it's been quite a long time since I've been up there.
Now is the time to come home and do something.
I used to frequent there at least once a year for parring on the hill.
Because now,
but that was only for a particular reason.
Discipline.
And that reason, and I no longer have a reason to do so. But I would very much like to experience Pyramid Juve. I want to know how all it does navigate that hill.
I say
that for a Juve morning. I have to see how that works.
So,
one of these days. But yeah, these bills. So guys, remember that it is Thursday, and you can wrap it up the right way with Twister Thursdays at KFC. 2 twisters for just $54.95. Loaded, saucy, and finger-licking good. 1 bite, and you know it must be KFC. You can order now and follow the KFC Trinidad and Tobago WhatsApp channel for all deals and specials. And for those of you craving that golden perfection of homemade fried bakes without the fuss, look no further than the Lion Brand Fry Bake Mix. In its convenient, easy-to-use pouch, it makes it incredibly simple. Just add water and yeast and mix and fry for crispy fried bakes that are already in minutes. Perfect for a quick snack, their fried bake mix helps you bring family and friends together around the table for a delicious meal. So share the flavor and create delicious memories with the Lion Brand Fried Bake Mix, the power behind our great taste traditions. Remember guys, we are streaming live on YouTube, so for those of you whose frequency is kind of not frequencing currently, you have the YouTube channel to watch, streaming live there. So check us out live on IWER TV. I'm not talked in with the streaming audience in quite a while. Let me check in on all and see what you all are saying.
Remember the key to success.
You're locked on and listening. Good afternoon to you. And of course, make sure to check out the website as well at www.thestreet919fm.com.
This is where we start to build. And onward to progress we surely will.
Alright, so in this first hour, right, I want to...
More than ever we must show discipline, tolerance, and production to build a strong and better nation. I say that is the main foundation.
Yeah, I wish to address
Hand in hand,
a particular... discuss something in particular with y'all.
come my sister, and let us build a nation together.
I thought I had the thing set up here. Aha, sent it to the wrong thing, that's why. Right, there we go.
So much of things that we need to see about.
So I want to talk about wealth.
Cause you know as well as I do the only way.
Specifically how we treat it here in Trinbago.
Because now more than ever,
Depending on who you are, where you're from,
tolerance and production,
what school you went to, etc. and etc.
a strong and
Wealth is always viewed differently here, depending on who
foundation.
is the wealthy one.
Oh, come let us work hand in hand, because this is our land.
And now, by no means, Trinidad and Tobago is not unique in this aspect, but because we live in here, I want to address it here specifically. Because long as I can remember, even myself coming up, I was fortunate enough to grow up in what was then known as middle class.
This also
So I was by no means,
Gonian.
at least while I was coming up, I was by no means a struggled child.
Now is the
I was fortunate enough.
do
My
something
parents worked hard,
instead of
made decent money,
freezing.
and provided a comfortable life
Now
for myself and my sibling.
more show discipline, tolerance, and production to build a strong
And because of that,
nation. I say that
there
is
are certain people in your community
done.
that seem to look at you
Let us work
different,
because this is our land.
because your experiences might be a little bit different from
My
them.
sister,
They feel that you are
shine together.
rich simply because on the outside or on the surface it looked like you had a better life or have more than them. And we take this mindset and carry it with us in a very ignorant and non-progressive way. And I think you all know exactly the particular type of people I am talking to today. But don't take my word for it. Y'all know I comes with the clips. Shout out to Rambles for bringing this topic to me, because it is something that I observe and watch on a daily. I observe it in some of you who call here as well and contribute regularly to the program. So I say, you know what? Let's talk about it at length and in depth. Let's talk a little bit about it for real, for real. So y'all take this in, and then let's have a discussion afterwards.
All rise. All rise. The Street Council is in session.
on the street 919 FM.
How much do you think this t-shirt is worth? Keep the answer in the back of your mind, because I'm going to make a full circle moment at the end and circle right back to the start of this video. I don't post to impress persons, and I only post to people who I consider and who I think consider me back. But once I realize that everybody's on the same page, I just distance myself from that equation and keep it pushing. But here's my thing. You all know that in Trinidad and Tobago we have 1% East Indians, 1% Syrians, 1% Chinese, 1% people of African descent. You know this. But you'll ever realize something? When the Syrians are driving about in their Lamborghinis and the Rolls Royces, and they have homes that big like castles, and they have boats and yachts that are 100 million, 200 million, you'll realize nobody in the African community has ever said they're showing off. In fact, we just actually go to their various businesses and be like,
you smart, you loyal, you're grateful. I appreciate that. Go buy your mama a house. Go buy your whole family houses. Put this money in your savings account. Go spend some money for no reason.
we just cheer them on. We want to learn from them. We read in their books. We follow in their speeches on social media. But let a black man that we know do something, and he or she post it once, twice, 3 times because they're happy about it. But how you showing off? So you like a show off, eh? It will never cheer for you. It's only showing off when you're posting positive news. But go in a corner and post a status saying I've been depressed for the past year, barely holding it together. Post that every single day for the next month. I bet you they run up in your chat every day for the next month. Don't worry, boy. Don't worry, girl. Keep the faith. God is good. These are the same within the African community that will cheer on a Syrian driving a $6 million Rolls Royce, but bash you because you posted your Hyundai Tucson 14 times a day. And to mask the hate, what they will try to hit you with is wealth is quiet. You don't see the wealthy showing off with brands and this and that and the other. Lies. I'm going to tell you all why this is a lie told to us over many generations. Wealth is everything but quiet. You all ever hear about a dog whistle? A dog whistle is a whistle that operates on a sound frequency that humans cannot hear, but the dogs can hear it loudly. Same thing with wealth. Wealth is not quiet. Wealth and money actually screams its presence. The people who will tell you otherwise are the ones who will see this and be like, hey, look a Range Rover. And then they will see this and be like, oh, look a bigger Range Rover. They can't tell the difference. To somebody who operates on that frequency, they know what this is. They understand what it signifies. You and I just not able to. And let's go back to that t-shirt, because when you look at this t-shirt, it looks like a regular t-shirt, right? No star brands. You know, people love to say you never see the wealthy with 6, 7, 8 brands all over the t-shirt and shoes and pants. So it looks like a regular t-shirt, except this is the actual brand name, and that is the price at the bottom left of your screen. Somebody could be wearing this next to you in a party whole night, and you would know that this simple looking t-shirt costs $6,248 TT. The dog whistle is blowing very loudly. You're just too broke to hear it. Wealth isn't silent. Wealth screams its existence to those who appreciate and understand what certain things are. When you see somebody, man or woman, doing something, opening a small business, it could be anything. It could be making cupcakes in a basement somewhere. Be happy for that person, because many of us didn't have to reach how far we reached today, given where we started from. Many of us didn't born into wealth. People who understand this just hate the most for some reason. Now you might think as a black man or a black woman, you should actually show off your successes less. No. In certain circumstances, show it off even more, and here's why. The reason why Syrian and money are synonymous with each other is because we see the things they have. We have seen the cars, we see where they live, we see the businesses. So when we think Syrian, we think money. When we think East Indians from down south, we think money. But when you think people of African descent in Trinidad, what do you think about money and success? No, because we have allowed the bad elements to overshadow us. We are told, move in silence, be silent. Don't nobody know you buy a house, don't nobody know you buy a car, don't nobody know you're making progress. And while we are doing that in silence, the ones who are doing bad overshadowing us. So our entire community is now labeled as one type. Shit that. Show off. Stop trying to be the mecca of maturity to strangers on the internet. There's no prize in the afterlife for being the most mature person on earth. The same way how others showing off their successes, we have to show off ours as well. Stop letting the bad elements overshadow our entire community. People who don't know will see that showing off, but blow that dog whistle loudly. The ones who can hear it will hear it and they will come running. You bought a nice vehicle, I also have a nice vehicle. You bought a property, I have a property. You bought land to develop, I bought land to develop. This move in silence nonsense is just that, nonsense. One more way to keep the people of African descent down. The exact same thing is what we have been indoctrinated with over many generations, about money as evil and the root of all evil. And we have had entire generations of people of African descent actually striving to be broke, because they think that if they get money, they won't go to heaven. Think of that nonsense. And if you took nothing else away from this video, Take this simple fact. Always remind the world of your wins, because the world will never allow you to forget your failures.
Remember, the key to success is working hard. For our country we must have regard. Forget all your differences, let we start to build. And onward to progress we surely will. Because
Always remind the world of your successes, because it will never let you forget
and production
about your failures.
to build a strong and better nation. I say that is the main foundation. So
Why is it that we let this stigma,
because this is our land,
and I'm not calling it as it is today, we calling spades a spade.
together
Black people why do we let the worst stigmas about us stick? And when the positive ones come out, we view it as our own trying to be quote unquote something they're not, or they're showing off.
so much of things that we need to see up.
Why?
Surely I do have to spell them out.
Why should I feel sour
Cause you know as well
for
as
my black brother rising? Because it's not me?
it's putting more effort and less play.
What is this administration slogan is?
Because now more than
When they win, everybody win?
discipline, tolerance, and production.
I feel the same so should go for us. If we see one of our own winning, why would we be sour because it's not us?
Main foundation.
If he could win,
So come let's
then that means chances are
because
just a little bit more elbow grease, a little bit of nudging in the right direction. I too can win just like him. Maybe not in the same way, but I can also come up. I can also rise, I can also prosper and be better. Why is it that we have to feel it's a show-off thing? We don't say, when we see the others do it,
this also goes for every
when our Syrian friends are flaunting,
who gone to
it's cool.
foreign land.
If our Indo friends are flaunting,
No.
that is to be expected.
Home and
But we can't flaunt. Our
instead
flaunting, even if and when we flaunt, you know, we step out dapper.
Because
We step out proper.
never we must show
You know, we come out nice, we come out good, we come in for them.
tolerance and production.
Proper things dressed down for the occasion.
Strong and better.
You know, body is well put together like
I say that is the main.
a successful black person, you know?
So come let us go
We look it, feel it, exude it.
come my brother, come
But somehow that is a problem
build a nation.
for people in our community. Not some of y'all. Sorry, not all of y'all. Some of y'all. Good afternoon.
Hey, good afternoon, Jim.
What you saying, KFC? Long time, long time.
I they rock back taking the rituals with the guy there. We know we had a long Easter weekend. We had to give thanks to life.
Yeah, yeah.
Health and strength. And we are dealing with this with Jim.
Mm-hmm.
When we fronting, we don't front to help you own. We front to pull along you own. So the offload from you own. The Syrian them at front, the Chinese them at front, the East Indian them at front, or they helping the people, uplifting the people. Jim, I saying the same everybody win. UNC win. I am really and should I support UNC. Me saying that, you know. Because look how simple a thing I see with the Prime Minister. You know the first thing she do? In 2010 and 2015 was them was starting building a fire station down in Penal down there.
Mm-hmm.
The last regime left it, they finished it. Then put in necessary tools and chip and thing with the plan them one day. As the government come back in, the first thing they do? They buy jeeps, they buy fire station, and outfit the fire station, we plan them down there in Pinal, Debra, and environs. That we call performance, because in the day, that she based down there, Jim. That she plan them down there, so she make it so she cover, she plan them. But African people like something wrong with we, like we afraid to develop the community, build proper schools, educate people and them, and we just keep on people and them. We are to call us for a spare dream. We can beat on the bush and see nonsense going on, especially in the black African community. Because then I'm saying them and any other race about with them fixing the people and building the people and them by. I tell you something wrong with black people. And one more thing to Jim, and plenty African people and them who in the US, the wicked, evil, and heartless, the more wicked and this in them in the party. Because them having power and victimizing their own black brothers and sisters. Look at what we call Jill and John. Wherever I don't care about them because them I see it. I'm going on like I live in an Indian community and I seen the wickedness and the heartlessness, especially with Jill and John. They're doing black African people when they go by them office day. And it's only East Indian young Jill and John and them they who helping out. They're not helping out their own black people. It's every week like she put on breathing, she had trying to look like East Indian. Them don't have their own by. Because of that people and them by. Bless.
Bless.
To build a strong and better nation.
Now, I point out that a factor about that administration changing hands and leaving projects to
Hand in hand, because this is our land.
to deteriorate because it wasn't started by them. But I'll tap back on that in a short. Afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Hey, yo.
Hashim the Bilonga.
How you doing?
Well, I'm feeling like in school, but I ain't getting no radio transmission at all, good reception here at all. For the longest while, I don't know why I want them to fix that thing, boy.
I know. You might have to call him personal and figure out what the problem is, boy.
Yeah, but it's just so nice, again, every radio station, if I want to listen to a program, I have to actually sit next to that mobile phone, to get on YouTube. Now, if I have a radio, I could stay any part of this house here and hear the radio playing, or could put on more than one radio, because more than one radio here. Right? But they need to fix that, so I just want I don't remember, because so long I ain't hear from you and I ain't hear the program. I said, let me try something, and bam, I see the program came in. But they must do something, man. Either that or the cell radio station or something, man. People have very good. You cannot hear the programs. You want after you can't hear it unless you go to YouTube. And there's few people viewing these programs here because the majority of people who listen to traditional radio are more or less people, of senior age and things. Yeah. So it's a very sad thing on the radio station. I don't know if they just just laissez-faire and say, well, case for radio station. Anyhow, the weather here, well, again, from sun today, this area does, I do think I have water, pipe on water, at least for now. Yeah? But, like my main interest now is just, is blast from the past. So, I go in with Scrunter, right?
All right.
And the tune is Every Shadow. So it's Scrunter, Every Shadow.
All right.
I'm pleading and lamenting that I will do something about our radio station, man. It's a kind of penance, yeah, to not be able to hear these programs, and at least yours and the one coming up after. I don't have much interest in those before, and those after the last one.
Right.
The fourth segment. They must, according to the narrative, they must do better, man. Iowa must do better. Yeah. Anyhow, Hashim, I see you look great. Like you had a good Easter weekend. I don't know what was your menu over the weekend, but you look well fed, man.
And I all right, I get a little haircut, and it was a quiet weekend. I didn't know. I didn't splurge too much. I just rested. I rested good.
Well, you have to do like them teenagers now. Them they cut the hair and it's bushy on top and they
No.
shave up.
I real good on that. They looking like walking broccolis. I good.
Yeah, I should be going. You're an old man like me, you're a young boy, so you have to go with the trend, man.
I go stick to my own. I like my little parted fade right here, and my hair just a little curly at the top. I don't need to be no big bush. Yeah, they look like they're walking pom poms on their head. I real good.
because them girls will look at you.
That's okay. I don't need girls to look at me. I need women to look at me. All right.
Oh Lord. When I just here taking in the what do you call it, listening what's happening outside the CARICOM, the problem with CARICOM, but you see, I think it was a disrespect not to answer the Prime Minister when she wrote as opposition leader. And up to now, the Secretary General has reported it, hasn't made no official response to that. So, I remember as a young man growing up when we had people like William Dimas from here, who was the first CARICOM Secretary General. And then we had Alistair McIntyre from Grenada. And then we had my favorite CARICOM Secretary General, a fellow named Curly King from Barbados. And then we have Roderick Rainford after. Well, Rainford died funny last week during the Easter weekend period here. He was the fourth CARICOM Secretary General. But these people were Secretary General of class. And I would have liked to hear if whoever alive still. I know we have our boy Edwin Carrington still alive to hear, to hear any comments. But see, that's the problem in the Caribbean, that people who serve doesn't want to say anything after. So they always keep the listening or the population in the dark. Not one former CARICOM Secretary General is saying nothing. The other gentleman, I think Edwin Larrock from Dominica, he not one person is saying nothing. Right? So, but it was a very disrespectful thing. And I know what it is in the Caribbean. Like some people you can move them easy, and others you can't touch them at all. They come like untouchables. So I do not know, but I agree with the government here. Right? You can't be in an organization and get disrespect from the top. Even in your own home, you don't take disrespect. So that's how it is. But I hear, and not too happy with the radio station, and and nobody, the thing with the radio station, nobody's saying anything at all. It's almost the same thing, Nobody, as far as I know, I don't have anybody here, the management say anything. But I didn't hear nothing to date about why we as customers of the radio station not hearing anything. Why is the difficulty with the radio station in terms of the transmission? That's the problem. My only problem with the radio station is the transmission. Every single radio station, you're picking them up clearly, wherever point in Trinidad you are in today. But Hashem, they belong to us. Let me just say, look, until again, you take care, brother.
Yes, I. Look at yourself,
you take care, brother. Nice.
Yeah, man, respect alone. I got your
Cause you know what
blast from the past already loaded up. I'll get into that in the next hour.
effort and let's play.
Yeah.
We must show.
I'm not too sure if I'm ready to jump into the CARICOM drama just yet. Boy, look, my friend. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Jim. What you seeing, boy?
What you see, Panadol? You good?
Well, no, I think kind of normal, no. What we go do? The sun. We having a kind of weather in Barco here. I don't know if it's sun or rain, but it's just cool.
It's just cool. Well, that's good. Cool weather is always good weather.
Yeah, man. So, just so I just sit down in the morning time, I was working my little garden, my home there. I don't have a buy season and a drink. Yeah, it's too expensive, but I grow my own stuff. So, Jim, I call him from back. I want to tell Mr. Rahul Kipster I'm getting the street 91.9 FM loud and clear. Watch out for from the radio station. I call him from back.
You're quite fast, so there's ought to be an issue in the east, boy.
Okay, okay. I thought he had to throw away that damn radio and get a new one. Anyway.
I hope that is not the case, boy. I mean, maybe it might be. You never know.
Yeah, so I say to make I tell you again, you love and clear. Also on the YouTube channel too. And so 3 more down. I hope you had a nice weekend. And this southern area here, it has some kind of news coming out. This area here, my brother, boy. Oh God, a woman killed a man yesterday. Another woman beat up a man somewhere in San Francisco. That woman bad down here, boy. Anyway, see you later, boy. Thanks for taking my call.
Yeah, man, big up yourself. Yeah, you know, as I love them, man. I go always take your call, man. Yeah, well, yeah, plenty to see about, But yeah, back onto the topic of wealth real quick. As we heading up to the top of the hour, 1:41 right now in TNT. Yeah, y'all. Now, if a certain friend of mine was listening right now, she would definitely say that, you know, it goes a lot deeper than us just being sour that our fellow black brothers are trying to rise and succeed. It does go deeper than that, and I will be the first to acknowledge that it is almost like it's a psychological, generationally induced habit at this point. We were taught basically not to like each other. And every time we see one of our own rising above our quote-unquote station, we're supposed to watch them side-eye and be like, what you feel this is? You know? As if we don't deserve to live well and have nice things. Come now, man. And then when people say you get rich, don't flaunt it, don't do nothing. Why? My wealth would be the same as Assyrian wealth. How we choose to spend it may differ. But if he is rich and I am rich, what is the difference? The fact that my skin darker than his? And you seeing that, you would sooner decide to upend my success over upending theirs. Why? For what purpose? Does not benefit you, does not benefit me. Because you come to try to take away what I have, how does that end for you?
And onward to progress we surely will. Because now
Either jail
that ever we must show discipline,
or you end up misusing it and end up just as broke as you was before you even decided to take it from me.
I say that is the main foundation. So come let us work and
Black brother, black sister, if you're listening to me
come my friend
and making any iota of sense,
and let us live
show me a thumbs up.
together.
Because I'm sorry, I don't intend to just stay black and die. I will stay black for sure, but in between that and dying, I will have to prosper. I must prosper. I was given tools for success and I intend to use them. If you unfortunately were not given the same,
So much of things that we need to see about.
it is nothing in this world
Surely I do have to spell them out.
that is impossible.
Cause you know as well as I do the own.
All depends on your mindset and how you feel about your situation in life.
Effort and live.
If you tired of being poor,
Because now more than ever we must show
apply yourself to get rich.
discipline, tolerance, and production to build a strong.
Born poor and die poor, I don't subscribe to that. I'm sorry.
That is the
You want me to die in the same hole that I was born in?
Oh, come let us go.
No, can't work so.
Because this is our land.
Can't work so.
My bread.
Not with the goals and aspirations I have in my head.
A nation together.
Something had to give. I had to see myself achieve something good in this life. To say that I was able to be a provider for myself and people I care about. That in itself is wealth. It's not always a big house or a nice car or name brand shoes. It's like the video says, wealth screams to the right people who will listen.
Big onion. Who going to live in a foreign land? Now is the time to come home and do something. Instead of staying out there and freezing.
I want to be able to say that, okay,
We must show
10 years ago I might not have had much.
tolerance and
But you know what? I have a piece of land now.
to build.
I may not have the resources to build on it, but hey, that land is mine.
I say
I have something.
that is the main foundation. So
You have a piece of land?
put hand in hand because this is all.
I have the resources. Let we work together and see what we could build from it now.
And let us build a nation together.
That is how that wealth works, and that's how the nation builds. Regardless or not of whether you can take it with you or not after you are gone. It's not about that. It is about establishing yourself and establishing and leaving something behind for those you care about so that they will be okay after you are gone. Afternoon.
Good afternoon, Dream. Dream, you know that man born and growing in East West Corridor, I ready from Silat, dominant with African people down the continent voting the PNM, and they see no kind of upliftment, nothing at all going on in the black community. It's when on election time, the party who say they love black people, they're coming and saying how much they care, how much they love black people, and when they get in office, they're not there. I live in a community dominated, it's only East Indian Dream. They're dominating all the business. And I thought one or two African people living in the buildings and them here. And a man tried to do all the things, try to sell all the things in the community. You know them going and call the landlord and them and tell them the man doing the thing. I tell you something about black people and they're going. They say no like this, you know. But they're going and spend all the money because when I said the community live, the man had a shop in a Dream. Next 3 months, you know the man now a mini matter now. Yeah, they be had a little sports and family, they feel study. He come in and show you little face and thing in there. But I tell me girl, I say what's shining? What science thing? He have more science and more brain than African people because in the days they're making them millionaires. And one more thing to Jim, and first I see how wet the same them will do it. You know, some month before election, I see they start to widen the river, start to pave road, build pavement, to uplifting the community because this is a strong UNC-based dominant is Indian, you know. But in the day, me vex with this Indian, you know, Jim. I watched the performance of 2010 to 2015 and see how they do it. They will help, they'll help. We are going to help everybody, you know, but they make sure and support the voter base, they begin the voter base, making sure they build proper schools, proper roads, having sun and water running. Something really wrong with African people because that African man has something, he like to show off and pull on the next African man. No try to pull him out of the barrel, they must keep him down and get him Jones and boasting and that this, that. They ain't telling every man how to go about it, to do business, how to do that. Because I born and grown in them, I the parents to the same done. Do you know what in the community? It's business along the line, you know. This one have a shop, Nana have a shop going down. You have a gas station. what they're just going on in circle and everybody, community, the money, circling right in the community right there. As a black man tries to build a shop or build a house, they're looking to fight them down, shoot them down and gun them down. Because when I see them building a house, everybody coming together and they cook a big pot of food, two bottles of white, two coming out, everybody drinking, they pass a bucket, they pass everyone helping build the community now. I see that because I live around in Simple for 10 years, I love my father, and I see how they operate. In the community now, you cook a pot of food, you give them food again, they ask them to pay them. They want money too, you know.
You there, Kate? I think you mute yourself. You mute yourself there, KFC.
Yeah, the vaccine that are racing, the decent, they don't see them as racist. Them don't know racist. Them on a mission. Them mission is to uplift the people and help the people who vex lost, who, as the Prime Minister say, and so she say it in the Parliament. I can't say the word what she say because me, I'm not a part of a she community. She says she's an East Indian forever where she is. I won't say what she said. But like they ain't really any fine print. She make them up now.
Bless up. That's what I'm trying to do today. I'm trying to shake something out of people. Because, yeah, you're sure right, KFC. And it is something I noticed here in particular when I first started to live in Trinbago. It's like black people want our entire identity to just be struggle and struggle always. I had to struggle to come up. You as my son, you had to learn the struggle too and come up. No! What kind of foolishness is that? My father was a country boy. He grew up knowing about farming, labor, hard work. He's a hard-working man. But you know what? He worked hard enough. He bought land, built house. And now he knows that he will have something leaving behind for his family, and he is content with that. He is by no means superficial. He is by no means forget where he come from. He is a very rootsy, down-to-earth, plain talk, straight talking man. But he understood the value of leaving something greater than himself so that his family could benefit from it. But I see enough times. Like I remember my college lecturer, Dr. Desmond Waite, may he rest in peace. I did several courses with him in my time at UTT, and he talked particularly about the stubbornness of pan tuners and arrangers. I can't remember the names off the top of my head, but we were doing a course on the history of the steel pan, and he was telling us. I loved his way of teaching because it was less like a classroom and more like parlor talk. It was like sitting down in a gallery and listening to our old head talk of them days. It was very freeform. I loved it. But what stuck out to me was the ignorance of the last generation, that he literally told us, tuners who had revolutionary techniques of how the pan sounds today, and they refused to pass those specific techniques on to the next generation because they didn't want a next man using his way and his style and claiming it as his own. How does that benefit anyone? You have the knowledge and you don't pass it on to better the next generation. That makes no sense. I'm just saying that, listen, my melanated people, we can do so much better. Let's let our wealth scream. Now listen, if you like being poor, that is your business, I'm not telling you to to go out there and get money if you don't want it, you know. If you cool with being in your little humble corner, that is fine. I'm not saying, you know, to change up who you are as a person or whatever. If that is how you like your life, then by all means.
The key to success is working hard.
But if you as a person want to see some form of wealth in your life,
Forget all your differences, let we start to build.
one, don't hide it when you achieve it.
Progress we surely will.
Proclaim it proudly that you are able to succeed.
More than ever we must show.
And when you proclaim it,
Discipline, tolerance, and product.
put plans in place so that others can also
A strong and better nation.
succeed after you.
I say,
That is what the other ethnic communities do.
so come let
That is why you know that when you pass by
this is our land. Come my
an
brother,
Indo-centric community,
and let us build.
their business is on the first floor, their house is on the second floor, their in-laws live in the backyard, their brothers live down the street, and they all live as one community, surrounding one singular business, contributing to it in some way, shape, or form. And they expand it out, and that is how their wealth continues to accumulate and trickle down
Things that
generation after generation. I want the same for us black people.
you do have to spell them out.
I know it's a broken record at this point,
Cause
but
you,
at some point,
as I do the only way.
a clock has
More effort and less.
the right time at least twice a day.
Because now, more than ever, we must show.
We too can get it right at least once.
Discipline, tolerance,
I'm gonna take this pause for the cause and jump into our next topic when we come back, so y'all don't go nowhere.
and nation.
The council is on.
I say, that is the main foundation. So,
You got bills to pay, and so do we. Let's go pay some bills on the street 919 FM.
TechFlex TT Limited, the #1 computer store in Trinidad and Tobago, has all your tech needs. We have the latest computers, powerful MacBooks, and affordable Chromebooks for school and work, providing new and refurbished options to suit everyone's budget. Also, we carry a variety of printer options and ink solutions for your home and office needs. Need repairs done? Our experienced technicians can solve your tech problems. Visit us now at any of our 2 locations, Wilson Road, Scarborough, next to Royal Castle, or Penco Street, Montrose, Chagonas. Call 235-4919 for more info. TechFlex TT Limited. Affordable tech. Exceptional service.
A feeling for a big meal.
Chicken.
With big taste.
Must be KFC.
And big flavor.
Chicken.
And value for more money.
Must be KFC.
Yo, who keeps saying that? Well, I hear something.
I'm the voice in your belly.
Get big value every day of the week, from Munchin Mondays to Fantastic Fridays and specials to make your weekend even tastier. Check socials for details. Remember, there's only one original, often imitated but never duplicated. It must be KFC.
Wrap up your Thursday the right way. Twister Thursdays. 2 twisters for just $54.95. Loaded, saucy, finger-licking good. 1 bite, and you know, it must be KFC. Order now. Follow KFC Trinidad and Tobago WhatsApp channel for all the deals.
Hi there, I'm Lester Sublal, inviting you to join me on the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd Saturday, 8:30 p.m. to 11 p.m. for the program Slow Gospel Music, and on the 4th and 5th Saturday from 8:30 p.m. for an extended version of Slow Gospel Music on Street 91.9 FM.
Tune in to The Street 919 FM every Friday from 9:15 a.m. to 9:45 a.m. with Kingdom Health Services, situated at number 125 to 186 Eastern Main Road in Tunapuna. For the program, Health and Healing, merging the old with the new, with Mr. Brent Diet. For more information, call 318-7471 or 484-0141 or 360-4100. It's all about Kingdom Health Services on The Street 919 FM.
The Embassy Yacht is back and ready to transform your events into unforgettable experiences. Launched from King's Wharf, San Fernando, the perfect starting point for an epic experience of luxury, music, and celebration on the open water. By booking our vessel, your event will include a house DJ, state-of-the-art sound system, fully stocked bar, dedicated cleaning crew, top-notch security. This isn't just a venue, it's a floating masterpiece designed to make your event the talk of the town. Imagine your guests dancing under the stars, drinks in hand, with breathtaking views of the coastline as your backdrop. From birthdays to corporate events to exclusive parties, the Embassy Yacht offers promoters a unique platform to create unforgettable memories and boost your brand's reputation. Call or WhatsApp 399-5959 or email embassycruises@gmail.com.
This is Bishop Aaron Williams from the Divine Problem Solving International Ministries, inviting you to be part of our broadcast on any given Thursday night from 12 midnight right on to 5 a.m. on Friday morning. And this broadcast is called Early Morning Gospel Market Program. Then we have on Tuesday from 1 p.m. the Holy Ghost Gospel Pharmacy. If you are sick and ailing, you could get from this particular pharmacy, from the pharmacist, the good things of life. Hallelujah. If you are sick and tired of being sick and tired, hearing the babel of false doctrines that you encounter daily, it's about time you get close to God, God's word, direct from his throne room, in the name of Jesus.
God has good plans for his people. Why do you worry so much?
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
And if you watch the generation, you will realize today you don't know who is who in this world of strife and chaos. You see in people around you, but you just don't know who to trust. Wolves in sheep clothing, disasters in lion skin, big stakes in the grass to bite you when you pass, scorpions in the tongue, sandal is in the ground. I'm not trusting no one. Every shadow walk with a gun. If a man stop you for a drop, you got to be scared. Who know maybe if you stop, Lord, you might end up dead. Because everyone nowadays trying to claw their way to the top, and will try in so many ways to corrupt you and bust you up. Beast in human form, I call them demons in the storm. Jack Spaniels on the ship to sting you and swell your lip. Muggers on the train, leeches in the drain. I'm not trusting no one. Every shadow walk with a gun. All right. traitors abroad, spies and traitors on board. Big sharks in the sea to reshape your anatomy. Robbers in the light, vampires in the night. I'm not trusting no one. Every shadow walk with a gun. Oh God. Life is not a bed of roses in this troubled world. Love me nothing the way it is out here in the cold. Every bag has something to hide. Every closet have a skeleton. If you catch your vision outside, you will observe what's going on. Boomings in the park, goblins in the dark, squanderers on the loose, to rip you and cook your food. Phantoms on the move, imps with something to prove. I'm not trusting no one. Every shadow walks with a gun.
All rise. All rise. The Street Council is in session on the Street 919 FM.
Remember, the key to success is working hard. For our country we must have regard. Forget all your differences, let we start to build. And onward to progress we surely will. Because now, more than ever, we must show discipline, tolerance, and production to build a strong and better nation. I say that is the main foundation. So come, let us work hand in hand, because this is our land. Come, my brother, come, my sister, and let us build a nation together. So much of things that we need to see about. Surely I do have to spell them out. Cause you know as well as I do, the only way is putting more effort and less play. Because now, more than ever, we must show discipline, tolerance, and production to build a strong and better nation. I say that is the main foundation. So come, let us work hand in hand, because this is our land. Come, my brother, come, my sister, and let us build a nation together. This also goes for every Trinbagonian who gone to live in a foreign land. Now is the time to come home and do something instead of staying out there and freezing. Because now, more than ever, we must show discipline, tolerance, and production to build a strong and better nation. I say that is the main foundation. So come let us work hand in hand, because this is our land. Come my brother, come my sister, and let us build a nation together. Remember, the key to success is working hard. For our country we must have regard. Forget all your differences, let we start to build. And onward to progress we surely will.
Just about 14 minutes after the hour of 2 o'clock right here. Yeah, getting my materials here loaded up here for you all. Good afternoon if you're just joining us back here on the council on the nation station 919 FM. Your speaker Hashim the Dream presiding as per the usual. Ah boy. I got to all my members locked on and listening. Dr. Wakanda, big up you. Shouts to the president. I ain't heard from you in a hot minute, but I know you're locked on somewhere. Miss Arima, Miss Mover, big up yourself. Shouts to Claxton Bay. That's the next one I ain't heard from in a good second.
So much.
Big up Miss Royal Castle one time, same way too. Speaking of which,
tell them out. Cause you know as well as I do the only way.
If you feel like having something different for lunch or dinner today,
let's play.
Why don't you check out some fantastic fish meals from Royal Castle. Get yourself the fish combo, 2 succulent pieces of fish, one side, and a 16-ounce soft drink. Or get the fish sandwich combo of a tender, tasty sandwich, one side, and a 16-ounce soft drink. The castle uses the freshest fish with its famous enticing local seasonings, all cooked to golden perfection. So try their fantastic fish meals today at Royal Castle. Our culture, our taste. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, if you have an unresolved issue with your bank, non-financial institution, or insurance company, make sure to call the Office of the Financial Services Ombudsman. They may be able to help, and the service is free of charge. Doesn't come of cost to you. If you want more information on the UFSO, visit them on the first floor, Central Bank Building, Eric Williams Plaza, Independence Square, Port of Spain, or log on to www.ofso.org.tt. You can also email them at info@ofso.org.tt. Call the office at 800-4FSO, that's 800-4376, or contact them via their social media pages on Facebook and Instagram.
I say that is the main.
And those of you who have to cook today,
So come let us cook hand in hand.
if you want to transform your meals,
Come my brother, come my sister.
look no further than the help of the rich flavor of Lion Brand Split Peas Powder. Packaged in a handy, easy-to-use pouch, it's never been simpler to add depth and nutrition to your meals, whether a cozy family dinner or a small line with close friends. Lion Brand Split Peas Powder helps you create delicious dishes that bring people closer. Elevate your cooking and share the goodness with those you love with the Lion Brand, the power behind our great taste traditions.
Every build a nation together. I say come, every build a nation.
Still bright and sunny outside here in Port of Spain.
Every build a nation together.
And I suppose I will touch down to it, seeing as you, the members, have already brought it up. So, as some of y'all may have known, there's a new drama once again bubbling up in between TNT and CARICOM. And the latest drama from this week seems to be with the reappointment of CARICOM Secretary General Carla Barnett. It seems that we are taking the stance that the process is was not properly followed, and there are concerns that Trinidad and Tobago may have been left out of key parts of the decision process, or that rules and procedures were bent.
For our country we must have regard. Forget all your different.
So because of this, it seems that Trinidad and Tobago is pushing for a special CARICOM meeting, basically saying, let's review this properly.
Discipline, tolerance, and production to build a strong and better nation. I say that is the main foundation. So come let us work hand in hand, because this is our.
Now, mind you,
Come my brother, come my sister, and let us build a nation together.
there's a whole debacle going on behind this. We were not even uninvited, it seems. We were Disinvited. There's a whole new word coming off of this. Before I open up the phone lines, I will pick up the phone in just a short. But let's take in
So much of things that we
a few more details from this brewing story, shall we?
All rise. All rise. The Street Council is in session on the Street 919 FM.
With 3 letters and public criticisms being ignored so far,
no acknowledgement and no response is very, very troubling.
Foreign and CARICOM Affairs Minister Sean Sobers said this is especially egregious considering this country's contribution of over 120 million per annum to the regional bloc. And Sobers is now revealing that this country being left out of the voting process for the Secretary General in Nevis was no accidental oversight. The Foreign Affairs Minister said the Prime Ministers of the Bahamas and Antigua and Barbuda had also left before the meeting ended and would have, like Trinidad and Tobago, appointed someone to lead their delegation. However,
and none of us were invited to attend the retreat. As a matter of fact, we were all disinvited. We were told that we were not able to attend, which is a breach of the treaty.
the treaty Minister Sobers is referring to is the revised Treaty of Chaguaramas. Article 11.2 says any head of government may designate a minister or other person to represent him or her at any meeting of the conference. Now, in going through the treaty, there is no distinction between a head and their designate in terms of voting once properly representing the state. And in Article 27, it states that representative effectively exercises the member state's vote.
It's there, plain and simple. And so, for the Secretariat to disinvite us, that was extremely disrespectful.
Therefore, Sobers said criticisms that the Prime Minister should have stayed at the 4-day conference are moot because under the treaty he was head of the delegation and therefore should have been invited. So what happens now? After all, the Prime Minister on Monday promised to mercilessly, relentlessly and ruthlessly prosecute this matter. Well, Sobers said this week Trinidad and Tobago will call for a sitting, a virtual one if need be, of the Community Council, which is made up of all of CARICOM's foreign affairs ministers. CNC3 News asked specifically what this country will call for at that meeting, and Sobers said for the matter to be elevated to the level of the heads and for the election of the Secretary General to be re-examined.
We need to have the heads to discuss this matter and decide or determine the way forward, which would be suggested has to be the conference that will deal with either the reappointment or the election of a new Secretary General.
Minister Sobers said an emergency meeting of the heads of government can be called at any time. CNC3 News attempted to get a comment from the Prime Minister on whether or not she will go ahead and pull the country's funding from CARICOM if the transparency she is seeking is not offered. However, she did not immediately respond to questions. Meanwhile, attempts to speak with CARICOM Chair Prime Minister Terence Drew and Secretary General Dr. Carla Barnett continue to be futile following emails and WhatsApp messages.
Remember, the key to success is working hard. For our country we must have regard. Forget all your differences, let we start to build. And onward to progress we surely will. Because now more than ever we must show this is
so drama again. It's like we having a very
strong and better nation. I say
rocky relationship with our neighbors on the diplomatic front.
Let us work hand in hand, because this is all.
At least we constantly seem to be.
Come, my sister, and let us build a nation together.
Now here's the thing. Amidst all this drama, first of all, Minister Sobers, the word is uninvited.
So much of things that we need to see about.
Uninvited.
Surely I do have to spell them out.
I have never in my life heard the word. Matter of fact, let me type it right here.
It's putting more effort and less play.
Disinvited.
More than ever we must show discipline, tolerance.
Matter of fact, let me go and see if there's an Oxford dictionary. You know, before we
I say that is the main foundation. So
as a man prides myself on my standard English. So let's actually type this up. Disinvited. Alright, so it seems to be we may have used the word rightly. I won't be too quick to presume, but certainly the first time I've heard somebody say disinvited.
in a foreign land,
In spite of all of that,
to come home and do something.
it seems a bombshell allegation was made on the claims that Minister Sobers was barred. This allegation coming from the former Prime Minister of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Dr. Ralph Gonzalez, saying that Sobers was not barred or disinvited from the retreat in Nevis that decided this new to re-elect Ms. Barnett as chairman, but instead informed regional officials that he could not make the trip by boat due to seasickness. While he himself was not in attendance in St. Kitts and Nevis for the meeting in question, since he had lost the elections in his country a few months prior, he said that he still has sources which are 100% reliable. And is implying that Sobers may be omitting key details. Now, I am not here to say whether or not this allegation is true, but I do hope, Minister, that you respond to said allegation. Because for those who don't know, like Trinidad and Tobago, St. Kitts and Nevis is a twin island state. Unlike us, however, the boat ride from St. Kitts to Nevis at the closest points is a trip no longer than 6 minutes. Yes, 6 minutes. A 6-minute boat trip from the tip of St. Kitts to the closest point in Nevis. Now, Minister, again, I am not saying that these allegations about you are true, but you were the one in charge of this delegation, as the Prime Minister had to leave the conference early. There were other ministers and other countries attending the conference that were also in particular situations, and the appointed ministers were at said meeting that re-elected Miss Carla Barnett.
Remember, the key to success is working hard. For our country we must have regard.
And mind you, this is a decision that clearly is an important one, because it does decide the future of the CARICOM organization.
Because now more than ever,
it would certainly be prudent
tolerance, and production.
That all members, in whatever capacity,
and better nation.
should have attended
That is the main foundation.
and had their vote cast.
So come let us work hand in hand, because this is our land. Come my brother, come my sister, and let us.
And even if for whatever reason you may have been incapacitated, surely there was even someone else in said delegation that you could have also appointed. Seeing as you were the one left in charge, that means you can call the shots. And you yourself could have sent someone in your place. Even if allegedly seasickness was
that we need to see about.
Was an obstacle that you simply could not
spell them out.
Overcome.
Cause you know what?
Surely there must have been someone you could have sent in your place to represent
more effort and less play.
Your vote and decision. Or even you know,
we must show
you would have sent that person with your particular decision.
And production to build a strong and better nation. I say that is the main foundation. So
it simply seems that, you know,
hand in hand, because this is our land. Come my brother, come my sister, and let us build a nation together.
This is a something that has just simply been blown a bit out of proportion.
This also goes for every Trinbagonian who going to live in a foreign land. Now is the time to come home and do something.
I don't know. We are in a place right now where it does not seem like we need to.
More than ever, we must show.
We don't need to be puffing out our chests
and production
over something so.
Build a strong and better nation. I say
that could have been easily avoided. I don't want to say that it is menial, because it was definitely an important decision that had to be made.
Because this is our land. Come my brother, come my sister, and let us.
And unfortunately, you're not getting much of much backing, in your claims or decisions from other leaders. Be it that they said openly that everything had been done by the book and that it was a collective decision, or by other leaders who simply say that they are remaining neutral in this particular instance and not adding more fuel to the fire. But it seems truly that it all could have been avoided with maybe some better maneuvering and a little better organization. But then threatening to pull let me see if I can find it here. It said here that you were threatening to pull your TNT's financial contributions, which amount to approximately $126.9 TT dollars per annum. Let's not go down that road, please and thanks. As we have pointed out on this show before, particularly to a lot of you who feel that we don't need CARICOM. I don't know what would lead you to believe that. But please to understand,
Remember the key to
once again,
working hard
CARICOM
for our country
is our second largest trading partner.
Forget what.
Whereas our contribution is significant to them, the revenue we get off of them per annum
Because now
numbers in the billions of US dollars.
tolerance and production to build a strong and better nation. I say that is the main form.
There's a reason that we are called it's called the Caribbean community.
Let's work hand in hand because this is our land. Come my friend,
It is our way of working with each other.
build a nation together.
An establishment in this particular region that represents us, collective small island states, on the world stage. And while it may be spirited and sporting to have healthy spirited rivalries between us for things like cricket, football,
So much of things that we
who makes the best curry, whether it's pronounced chicken curry or curry chicken,
spell them out.
all of that is in good spirit and good fun
Only way
at the end of the day.
is putting more effort and less play.
But when you start putting the well-being of Caribbean citizens into the mix,
Discipline, tolerance, and production
it's a different conversation entirely.
to build a strong and better nation.
And I truly wish that we would stop trying to burn this bridge
Foundation.
for whatever reason.
Let's work hand in hand because this is our land. Come my brother, come my sister, and let us live.
Even if we do not always agree on the same policies or stances, we know all too well that we are stronger together than we are divided.
For every Trinbagonian who going to live in a foreign land.
And deep down, I'm pretty sure that our leaders here know that.
Something
So I do hope that this
because now
latest hiccup
whenever we must
with our neighbors
discipline, tolerance
can be resolved without
to build a strong and better nation. I say that
hasty or dramatic measures being taken.
oh, come let us work hand in hand because this is our land. Come my brother, come my sister, and let us build a nation together.
Wakanda says, dream, don't worry about the money, it's God will provide. I have no doubt about that. I also know that God helped those who help themselves. And I don't think arguing with our existed in this world today. That instead of being separate individual islands, we were all truly one collective nation. At the very least, the English-speaking Caribbean. Because I know our communities do differ very slightly compared to the Spanish West Indies and the Dutch West Indies, and the French West Indies. And even so, if it is that we could have all truly pulled this region together as one nation, I think on the world stage we'd have been in a much better place. A single country called the West Indies. That would have been an amazing thing to see in this lifetime. I don't think it will ever come to fruition at this point. I think we're all very firmly established.
Success is working hard. For our country we must have,
as we are.
Forget all your differences, let we start to build. And onward to progress we surely will. Because now more than ever we must show.
But CARICOM is the closest thing that we have to that.
Production to build a strong and better nation.
And I hope that it continues for another 50 years.
That is the main foundation.
And another and another and another.
Hand in hand, because this is
always looking out for the best interests
my sister, and let us build a nation
of our West Indian brothers and sisters. Before we get up to the top of the hour,
so much of things that we need to see about. Surely I do have to spell them out.
I can take a couple phone calls before anything.
As well as I do the only way.
Hello, good afternoon.
Hello?
Yeah, Lahokata, how you doing?
Yeah, man, I'm here, boy. I see you called me out, so I had to come out. And we just CARICOM thing. But you see, we have to remember, CARICOM is not we have to start up with the premise that CARICOM is not a political organization. CARICOM is just a common market, right? A trade bloc, as they say. So, in other words, we don't have a prime minister of CARICOM or a cabinet of CARICOM. Every country on its own. And what they call the doctrine of collective responsibility doesn't reside in CARICOM. That means any state will take any position, right, about or inside CARICOM. Everybody is independent. You just have certain leaders in charge of certain portfolios. Like you have a prime minister for sport, a prime minister responsible for sport, one for agriculture, one for security, one for trade and whatever it is. But CARICOM is not a political union. So we have to understand that everybody could take whatever position they feel, they feel like. If the federation failed, and the federation was a political union because it had its own prime minister, cabinet, and everything else.
Right.
And if that failed, right, by Jamaica pulling off, the whole thing collapsed, right? I do not see why CARICOM must be an internal what they call an internal organization, right? We have this Caribbean Development Bank, which is a derivative from CARICOM, and I right now, if you ask me, I don't know who the president of the Caribbean Development Bank, and that is based in Barbados. On top of that, we have a sub-regional, we keep saying that we have a sub-region of the OECS countries, right? That they belong to CARICOM, and they form the Eastern Caribbean states. They have their own currency, and they form their own regional bloc there. So, life goes on, and changes must take place in life, right? And if I am a prime minister and the organization which I'm a member and contributing the most economically or financially, and I gain disrespect, what do you want me to do? Right? Right? The world is larger than CARICOM. Look at the condition of West Indies cricket today. West Indies cricket was more popular before CARICOM than now. So we have to put all these perspectives in on the forefront. And going back to your past topic, your past topic was part of with how people of African ethnicity, they don't support one another. We have to understand the plantation system, right? And the plantation system was based on culture of poverty and persistent poverty and cycle of poverty, and that is what we have in the society as far as people of African ethnicity is concerned. They will put you down. I am a victim of it. I could write a whole book on it. Me, Inshallah Hoketa here. Right? And finally, I want to thank Panadol for his advice through my radio. But I want him to know when the vendor passing buying bottles, I will put my radio with the bottles and sell them too. You understand? Yeah. There you go. I do not support Panadol contribution about media. But say what? The show must go on. Because I keep hearing you're not hearing about Brother Trev and about this one and that one. I wouldn't be surprised if wherever they are located, that is not getting reception in the areas. Right? If Panadol is getting reception, well, thank God for that. But don't tell me to throw my bottles. Don't tell me to throw my radio outside. Yeah? Because I am a proponent of this program. In other words, I was one of the first contributors to this program since Papa and the first day. Right? And Panadol must understand that I wouldn't make a complaint in vain, just to create confusion. If I get reception, I get reception, because the reception is perfect all the time. And if I make a complaint, well, you could put your pot on fire. That is a genuine complaint. So that is what I have to say, my brother. So, right? But we have to. You see, one of the problems we're not politically educated in the West Indies, right? And we take everything for granted, and he says, she says, and that is it. But I have more to that in politics. I know a little better because I have studied hours in politics. Hours I have studied about hours, days, years, weeks, months. Yeah. So that is how it is, Hashim the Bilonga. That is how I say at this time. So let the show go on.
All right.
Okay, brother. Good.
Thanks, Okata.
You're good.
Hey, look who on the line there. Good afternoon. Bye, Taria. How are you doing?
Not too bad. How are you today?
I can't complain too much,
So you complain about you're alive, you here, I here, and that gentleman just called you. What did you call him a short while ago?
Yeah, La Hoketa.
Alright, Mr. La Hoketa, I hear you. Long time. And a few days ago, if you look at international news, the far right in the British Parliament said to a few African countries and countries in the CARICOM, if you all decide, because a few weeks ago, I forget what nation, one of the United Nations announced that slavery was one of the most
egregious crimes against humanity. Yes, I remember.
Right.
And I think it was 3 main countries that voted no
Again,
on it, which was Argentina, Israel, and the United States.
Didn't vote.
They didn't vote, and most of Europe said no.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember. I saw that.
Right. So a few days ago, far right party, I think they are the opposition, looking to head for government. Now, I join a reference here.
Right.
America is going through the same thing with Trump. Right?
Right.
Where Trump is putting out, I saw a gentleman who left Argentina, or one of those Latin American countries, when he was 9 years old, his parents illegally entered America. Now he's 30-something, 20-something, buy a house, had 2 children, and he going to drop. His wife just made a premature baby, so she just put some milk in a bottle that she, from her breast, for he to take to the hospital. On his way to the hospital, the police, what they call them, ICE, stop him and lock him up. So he arrested now for 3 days. Now he had some, I forget what they call it, some special thing that he had. And they say when they were on, that was expired. How long? We in business about that. And while he was locked up, let me say your passport or whatever, your green card expired. So why you lock up your green card expired? So within that 3 weeks, your green card expired. So you know you become an illegal alien right there one time, right? So you understand what's going on in America? What they say? We'll make America great or white again? So if Britain is to hold the ideology that if we are to pay reparations, nothing, because they're telling you, we give all you this and we give all you that and all the things that all you get and we give all you money, and so all you have no right to claim for no level of reparation. If they was to come into power, what do you think would happen? So I hear Uncle talk about we're living in what kind of system? We're living in that system for the longest while. And every country that tries to break from that system either gets sanctions. See what's going on with Iran? Iran is trying. Libya tried that. They used Saddam Hussein for how many years, and when they done the turnaround and killed Saddam Hussein? They used Libya for the same thing. And Libya decided what's going on. We had enough. We're going to make $1 African dollar. And Libya today is still, Gaddafi.
Yeah.
Libya today is still in turmoil. They expect the same thing would have happened to Iran when they saw what they said. They killed 30,000 people. Even though they killed 30,000 people, the population didn't uprise against this administration presently. Now, with what Trump is doing, you would have expected the population would have rise up. And instead of that, they sided. When people in Israel, they show you, when people in Israel running, when they hear the siren go off, people in Iran stand up in the road watching to see where the bomb goes. You understand the point I'm making?
Yeah.
So where are we? I hear the Prime Minister say she have a delegation to go to talk to Venezuela. I would have expected the Prime Minister would tell us, and I'd be wrong to give me the date, you know. But the Minister of Energy had a meeting, or the Minister of Foreign Affairs had a conference, or spoke to Delcy on the phone, or spoke to somebody in Venezuela on the phone, and in a few weeks, we're going to have a conversation. Because the OFAC license going on up, this thing where they get just recently, going on up sometime in the next week or two, right? Sometime next week. So I don't know if she's telling me that to give me the impression. I'm waiting to see, because who is going to talk to Delcy when you describe Delcy as a narco trafficker? And they're telling me now, since they moved Maduro, Delcy gets sanctions are lifted, so Delcy was going under Maduro. So if Maduro decided he wasn't giving me nothing, Delcy had to go along with that. So I'm asking myself.
I now see the other day that Delcy say she had enough for Trump or something like that. She says something against Trump.
Well, I am waiting to see if Delcy agree with Trump go make we get it. So I am asking myself, we waiting for a bully. For we to get this oil or gas, we are allowing our man to dictate and override at the power of our next nation in order to benefit my nation. How do you think the population of that nation would see my nation if that was to take place? Why? You think it was in Iran war, right? A Venezuela versus Trinidad war, because you allowing a foreign man to come in my country, dictate to my prime minister, if she decides that she don't want to deal with Trinidad and Tobago. That is the position we reach to. So I'm waiting to see what's going on to Venezuela, you know. And I'm waiting to see, nobody in telling us, the Prime Minister was to give us something concerning our same UN charter business. She ain't telling us where the government of Trinidad and Tobago stand with the claim for reparations yet. You understand the point I'm making, brother?
Yeah.
So how are we to stand up when we siding with Trump? And you see, Iran had five deals. Iran had 10 clauses. One of the clauses they ever go on. Imagine I used to pass your house, drive up in your street, go down by John, collect more oil, and drive back out. Iran did not have all that power. Imagine a man start a war to stop a man. And all of a sudden the man, he decide to stop. Get a power now down the road. That when I driving in the street to go and get oil by Paul, I had to pay Harry or pay he before I could pass back out with the oil from Paul. That makes sense? Who win, boy? Enjoyable evening.
All right, Barrett. All right. Thanks for your contribution. just at the appropriate time for us to take a break at the top. Our final hour is up next with what is not a crime but should be considered one. Sorry, I can't take this call. I gotta pay these bills. But call back as we come back from the break. I will definitely take that call, okay?
This also go.
Don't go anywhere. The council is still on.
Who going to live in a foreign land?
You got bills to pay. And so do we. Let's go pay some bills on the street 919 FM.
What are you doing? Big D, big fun, KFC, so we big on the ground. The big nation, cause you don't know we were the crown. Say what you want, KFC, so we lead in front. We are big nation, TNT and KFC, one motion.
Come to KFC, let we hold a vibe, and let we join together because KFC is life.
It's a big D. Say what you want, KFC, so we lead in front. We are big nation, TNT and KFC, one motion.
This is the voice of Tuesday, Seventh-day Adventist. We are preaching Emergency Alert broadcast, which is from the Tuesday, Seventh-day Adventist Church. We will be featuring voices of brethren from different parts of the world, preaching the gospel, preaching prophecy as it relates to current events and the ending of the world. Listen to us on 91.9 FM every Sunday from 9:05 a.m. to 10 a.m. on Sundays. May God bless you as you learn the truth. In Jesus' name, amen.
The Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge under Commanding General Yohana, Trinidad and Tobago. Our school is open. Call in all the 12 tribes. Join us in our classes Monday through Friday from 7 to 9 p.m. and Sabbath service on Saturday. We are located at LP number 1, Morris Street, Point 14, Trinidad and Tobago. Feel free to contact us at 868-479-8286 or please email us at isupktrinidad@gmail.com. Join us and experience that true brotherhood, sisterhood, that love, that compassion you have always been searching for. ISUPK Trinidad and Tobago. Shalom.
A feeling for a big meal.
Chicken.
With big taste.
Must be KFC.
And big flavor.
Chicken.
And value for my money.
Must be KFC.
Yo, who keeps saying that? Well, I hear something.
I'm the voice in your belly.
Get big value every day of the week, from Munchin Mondays to Fantastic Fridays and specials to make your weekend even tastier. Check socials for details. Remember, there's only one original, often imitated but never duplicated. It must be KFC.
Wrap up your Thursday the right way. Twister Thursdays. 2 twisters for just $54.95. Loaded, saucy, finger licking good. One bite and you know it must be KFC. Order now. Follow KFC Trinidad and Tobago WhatsApp channel for all the deals.
The Embassy Yacht is back and ready to transform your events into unforgettable experiences. Launch from King's Wharf, San Fernando, the perfect starting point for an epic experience of luxury, music, and celebration on the open water. By booking our vessel, your event will include a house DJ, state-of-the-art sound system, fully stocked bar, dedicated cleaning crew, top-notch security. This isn't just a venue, it's a floating masterpiece designed to make your event the talk of the town. Imagine your guests dancing under the stars, drinks in hand, with breathtaking views of the coastline as your backdrop. From birthdays to corporate events to exclusive parties, the Embassy Yacht offers promoters a unique platform to create unforgettable memories and boost your brand's reputation. Call or WhatsApp 399-5959 or email embassycruises@gmail.com.
Share the lawn. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
Closer. Because the more you think you see, the easier it'll be to fool you. Because what is seeing? You're looking, but what you're really doing is filtering, interpreting, searching for meaning. My job? To take that most precious of gifts you give me, your attention, and use it against you.
All rise. All rise. The Street Council is in session on the Street 919 FM.
Remember, the key to success is working hard. For our country we must have regard. Forget all your differences, let we start to build. And onward to progress we surely will. Because now, more than ever, we must show discipline, tolerance, and production to build a strong and better nation. I say that is the main foundation. So come let us work hand in hand, because this is our land. Come my brother, come my sister, and let us build a nation together.
Just about 11 minutes after the hour 3.
So much of things that we need to see about. Surely I do.
Just gave you a clip right there of Pan Elders.
Cause you know as well.
That was their panorama performance. That one was
putting more effort.
That one was heavy, boy. I gotta go back and see who was the winners of
show. Discipline, tolerance, and production.
Who were the winners of the medium bands?
I say that is the main one.
You know, sometimes we don't like to look at the smaller categories of carnival winners. I need to go back. I feel like that was a good performance, though. I can't remember who was the winner, but that was nice. Anyway, let me get through these bills. I see some of y'all calling me here. Give me a second. Let me get through these bills and I will pick up the phone, all right? Before I get into what is not a crime but should be a crime. Remember, guys, there is some advice out there. Once you hear it one time, you know it's good advice. Granny used to say a hot cup of good and natural ginger tea first thing in the morning does wonders for the body. Good and natural ginger tea in its single-size packet is excellent for flavoring your cooking, salads, and desserts. But what's news is that a hot cup of good and natural ginger tea also helps with nasal congestion and colds, stomach problems, migraine, headaches, and it's really good for arthritis in the body. Made from freshly crushed ginger root to get that strong ginger taste and aroma so soothing. Good and natural ginger tea is available with or without sugar, so all you need is boiling water to get a cup going. As the old people say, it don't take flambeau to see night, but you can see clear in the day. Good and natural ginger tea is good advice to start your day right.
And let us build a nation together.
And make sure to keep your day going great by elevating your baking skills with Lion Brand self-rising flour, now in their convenient and eco-friendly pouch packaging. With just the right balance of flour and baking powder, their self-rising flour takes the guesswork out of baking. Whether you're whipping up fluffy pancakes for the kids or baking a delicious cake for that special occasion, Lion Brand self-rising flour helps you create not just food, but connections that bring people together. Bake more, worry less, and share in the goodness with the Lion Brand, the power behind our great taste traditions. And guys, remember, when you want real chicken, you know it only have one original. More chicken, more value, and more deals each and every day, every line, every craving. It's not just food, it's flavor. So when hunger calls you, it must be KFC. Visit them today or order now via the app. Call, website, delivery, or drive-thru, and follow KFC Trinidad and Tobago's WhatsApp channel for all their deals. Right, so there in the phone lines, you all know the numbers already. 342-0081 and 466-5391. I know that a couple of y'all wanted to get some opinions out, so let me get through some calls here real quick before I get on with the next topic. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Hey, Granny, how are you doing?
Well, I get halfway, boy. Hold on, yeah. I like a program at a school, but sometimes when Granny had to London, you know, yes, she called it, you know?
Yeah, I know.
No. I'm so glad for the people that I from this rural area, right? Now, people like Mayaro and all those places, they get the everything for the fire station, and they get the vehicle that if they have fire, they were able to get a help. I'm glad for that one. And I'm glad that the Chain Hospital opened, which is two things. There's many little things I see the government doing, which I'm glad about. But it's not everything I will be happy about.
Just turn on your radio a little bit, Granny.
Yeah.
Right, go ahead.
Yeah. No, I can't tell them what to do, but I see that they're doing some good things to help people. But with the Venezuelans, the registering them, I wasn't pleased about that at all, but I never said nothing. If I say something, I call one or two times and say that didn't help nothing. I wanted them to send back the Venezuelans and all who illegals here. Because we country small, we have enough people, Venezuela going good now. It's like how I see how it was going, you know? But I see the register them and keep them. But that's one thing I really don't like. You understand, son? Because we don't have enough criminals here in we place. Now, them come in to show them better criminal things and bring in more ammunition with them. I would have sent back every one of them. Every one, especially the Venezuelans. It's not all they have from Grenada, from Barbados, all about, but then anything like the Venezuelans. But I should have registered them. So I'm so glad for the people in those rural areas with these fire trucks. It might be able to help save some lives, son. I just think different. And my family, we just think different. We live, I don't know, you might know, but your parents might know. My grandparents from mother was from Piaco. And my grandparents from father's side, it was from Kumoto, Waterloo Road, Aruka, and different places. But they lived in built house with grass cover. The whole of Piaco. But what they did is, what I think, the young, don't let people hire head bad. You have a program day. And to balance that program, it will be something else. I know it. It's like when you live in a mountain with different type of people and you have to handle that situation. You understand? Now, the past is already gone, son. The present moment is now. We have to think about that and see what we could do to make Ethiopia, how we could save at the rest, how we could look at what we eating and what we drinking, how we could be very economical in sending your children to school. I don't know nothing about eating balanced meal, you know. I am a plant-based person, strict vegetarian. No milk, nothing. I have to drink a salmon milk. We have veggie chicken and veggie ham and all those things. Those things are expensive. When I could buy it, I buy it. But I prefer to use fresh things. Fresh baigan, fresh tomato. You make a curry aru. And it's cheaper. Better for the body if I could save $1 that I can send my children to school and don't ask nobody for nothing. You understand, son?
Yeah.
All right, thanks, sir. Thanks for this time.
All right, thank you, Granny.
All right,
Making sure I get my calls them in before I move on to the last thing I want to do this hour. Good afternoon.
Jim, good afternoon again. Political parties, people who support and work in the ground, political parties who abandon the workers and the supporters, that is not a crime. I consider that a crime, Jim. Jim, one more thing. Tell Mr. Long, because I buy that radio in PNM time. He had to go and get a UNC radio.
Oh, God.
I'll leave it there.
Come to you, boy. Oh, you leave Lohoketa and his radio, please. Relax on yourself. I know about all that, yes? If you were... I'm not sure if I picked up on sorry, what wasn't that, what wasn't then should be a crime. But if you're custom voting a certain way, and you've done that since time immemorial, and then you finally decide to be like, you know what? I've been backing you whole time, and you really ain't doing what you're supposed to be doing. You're not benefiting really the people. I think I'm voting different this time. And, that's not a crime. You're just looking for something different.
I say that is the main foundation.
Politics is not marriage or if you vote different, it's not honing.
Come my brother, come my sister.
And never let nobody tell you different, okay?
Together.
Just because your great granny vote for Dr. Eric Williams, it does not entitle you or obligate you to vote for Stuart Young now. Likewise, if your grandfather voted for Pandey, I don't expect you to come outside with pom-poms cheering for Auntie Kamala. You are your own person. You are your own sound mind and body.
Surely I do have to spell them out.
Do what you believe is right.
You know as well.
Hey, look one I ain't here in a long time. Good afternoon, Chris, boy.
Good afternoon, the dream. How you doing, brother?
It's a good, good, you know. It's good to hear from you, man. How the weekend treat you?
The weekends is be alright on my end, but you're short-changing. We not supposed to be a crime. We hardly hear in this program on the airwaves.
Hey, sir. Mondays, Tuesdays, Fridays are the usual times, okay? I don't have no further power than that.
Alright, well, the dream, you know what you said just now? I think you need to say that again, and that needs to be mentioned all over the world. Politics is not marriage. Again, who didn't hear it and probably was opening the fridge. Politics is not marriage. Some people don't even last as long in their marriage commitment as long as they want to go down with their political parties and preferences.
That's crazy, ain't?
Right, but the dream, I could laminate that and stick it up somewhere. Politics is not marriage.
Yeah.
Because not only the people need to understand that, but the people in power also. So that when people come out and criticize you, that you understand that there ought to be room for that, because nobody knows it all and nobody will have it right all the time. So you need people who have the guts and can tell you as it is when you might be going off the rails or heading in the wrong direction. So before I leave again, politics is not marriage. I locked on, brother.
All right, big up yourself, Chris.
Because this is our land. Come my brother, come my sister, and let us build a nation together.
I want to make sure that I get through to this one because this person particularly had a they had been calling and I want to make sure they get through. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello.
Hey, how you doing?
Good afternoon.
How you doing? How you
To
doing?
you and everyone. So far, so good. But I've been hearing something for quite a while about this CARICOM thing. And a lot of people, like they've been surprised. I don't think no one should be surprised about that situation.
No? How come?
No. Eh?
How come? How come?
Because of the reputation. Hello, when someone says, empty the matic, kill them violently, and it's on and on and on, so what do you expect? That can surprise me. Those things can surprise. If only one person could say jump and they don't ask how high. And that is the President of the United States. He is the President of the United States that jump. If they want to know how high, how long, they just jump. You see? And I want to say about this African thing. I want to ask you, what are some of the things that you feel could divide Africa?
What I think could divide us?
Yes. What are some of the things that you feel divide us?
That's a thought-provoking question, you know. Honestly, over the years, I've seen many things divide us. Who grew up? Who grew up where? Who went to nice school? Who does wear name brand clothes and who doesn't? Petty things, petty trivial things.
Whether the petty thing, but in the big world here now, the divide and conquer techniques, which is still using up today. They try to get into Africa with that same thing. Giving them guns, giving them money, promise them this and promise them that to get rid of their own people. And that is one of the biggest things. You understand?
Yeah.
And if Africans cannot keep their hand off of and that greed for that bribery and dump that and stick to unity, we get the ultimate respect in this world. You see, this physical holds a lot of spiritual things going on. And there's a lot of evil spirit around. Yeah, and I think people who could see, recognizing that. One talking about bombing a country into the Stone Age. And I mean to say, it's violent like that. A serious violent spirit. Right? Eh? And then you say you're talking peace. You're talking negotiation. but yet you have your army set for violence. Yeah?
Right.
Seriously? Eh? We're talking to negotiate, but then at the same time you say negotiate, you say violence. Your army ready? Okay, come on, man. People have to get serious. People have to get spiritually clean up. Clean up. You understand?
Yeah, for sure.
Leave that talk there. Later.
All right.
So come let us work hand in hand, because this is our land. Come my brother, come my sister, and let us build
Afternoon.
The dream, your last caller make a call back because he is totally correct. While these people are speaking all different kind of things, their actions continue to be inconsistent or contrary. So we are fighting narco trafficking, but we pardon a man who bring in 400 tons of narcotics to America, right? We are fighting crime and criminal activity, but you pardon all the people who attacked persons at the insurrection on January 6th. All of this we doing. We remove Mr. Maduro, who was elected in Venezuela, for all sorts of allegations without a shred of evidence, right? But his name is all over in the Epstein files, Mr. Trump. Why are we not treating his allegations as in the same serious manner and not asking for evidence? It's only when it is convenient some people require evidence. But they didn't produce a shred of evidence against Mr. Maduro. The caller was more than 100% right. More than 100% right. And the thing is, I don't know when as human beings we will stop subject ourselves to this ridiculousness from persons who hold in power. Because you're sending people to do your bidding for the war that you started, and then you're calling for a ceasefire. You're playing with the lives of people. You're playing with the lives of people. Why when you're sending these people to fight, you don't suit up and go alongside them? So that if dying have to take place, you can partake in the dying also.
At least
these people
Kings used to
the violence.
That's what I find funny, because Kings used to do that, at the very least.
Yeah. Kings in the past used to be in the front. They used to lead the charge, but now they are standing up behind all the toy soldiers, right? Who, in my estimation, they have no value for the people who are offering themselves to serve in military. They have no value for them if in one point you're so adamant that is wartime, and then after some lives was lost, then you're coming for ceasefire. So what? Just playing with people's lives. You see, when they had to go and join the fight, then I could really say, thumbs up to all you. But all you not lifting up no rifle, all you not going and pour no thing and go in the line of fire to defend the talk with the talking. It's other people that to defend the talk with the talking right through. I can't sign up for that job, Dream. And I still want to know when Mr. Sturge tell Rubio and them that we are not just merely observers, but we are on the front line in the fight with them. I hope he went and find out who going up to help them fight, And I hope his name is on the list, because I most definitely not on no front line war with with the US. Because I've seen that Trump has no problem leaving his allies hanging out to dry, leaving them out in the rain.
You talking about allies? He don't have a problem firing his own sycophants, much less his allies.
Exactly. And some people still lining up to partake in this foolish process. Dream, it's not easy, It's not easy, And I continue to say it's the adults who are setting these examples for children, and have this high expectation that children will come out and operate in a certain manner. Boy, something wrong with us, yes? Something wrong with us. We putting in all kind of thing in the pot to make pay out and looking for something else. I locked on, brother. Thanks for allowing me.
Yeah, man, no problem. Nah, it's a true thing, you know. We put in everything in a pail pot, and then we surprised when a cattle look up out. Make it make sense. Afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Hey, Bartaya, thanks for holding.
I don't cattle at all. That is dive back a fushet. You can't eat that.
Mm-hmm.
It come out so bad that they can't eat it. Just by watching it alone, now they're upset. Because, yes, it was said to them, you know. Imagine the World Bank telling me yesterday, by 2027, we would see a 3-point-something% or 2-point-something% growth. The former Prime Minister said, hey, we going to take our own medicine. We're not going along with the IMF. Citizens of Trinidad and Tobago can't pay all 10%. Because all them might get the 10% and all them might have to go home. But them ain't go home. CPEP go home, forestry go home, you name it, go home.
Mm-hmm.
Here how we was fooled. That we, our Prime Minister, following Trump, calling Delcy and Maduro, at the end of the day, Delcy still recognized Maduro as Prime Minister. Right? Delcy and the people underneath she still recognize Maduro as Prime Minister. She's only interim Prime Minister until such time as election. So the regime that they were talking about still in place. We Prime Minister went along with the same story. Delcy's a drug trafficker, and what Delcy come here because Delcy was sanctioned and Delcy finding a plane in the night. Remember that whole last story?
Right.
Right. Trump come and lift the sanction on the same person. So all the drug trafficker, all the things that Delcy was accused of, now Delcy is clean. You understand my point? And we went along, instead of we stay neutral, that wherever deal that we had with Venezuela to get a little bit of gas, because our diplomacy policy was to stay more or less neutral, and if we didn't put him out into that, when Delcy get that sanction move, we'd have been just able to say the minister going down to Venezuela and cut a deal. But we can't say that yet. We could only talk that talk because we offer license close to expire. So Trump set we up in order to move our man. And when he done, the same thing that he tell me that was that bad, turned out now as he moved the sanctions, she's all good. You understand my point? And we were still singing bad. So who look bad? That we neighbor right next door. So they were trying to tell you. So if when we go there now and Delcy say, see, because that a poll on our radio station this morning, should because everybody upset with this guy come, you see what the Guyana president said?
Yeah.
So what we Prime Minister saying and what he's saying, does that sound the same? So we had to go along with the man with the boat ride, 5 minutes boat ride, because the man talked that talk yesterday. I would expect the Minister of Foreign Affairs this morning, bright and bushy-tail early, to defend that end, to say, no, I take a ride on IWER George boat and all. And? But I enjoy you. Now go on.
Oh, Lord. All right, Bartaya. Oh, boy. Oh, yeah, go get to the thing I'm going to talk about this. Oh, you're calling in with a quickness today, boy. Good afternoon.
Yes. I had to call back because after that, accept the late half of Bartaria's contribution, but if you see the first half, where he tried to inject that poison into there, I must come and clear it up. Because when he say that we had to take our own medicine or whatnot, Dr. Olian did not partake in the medicine Bartaria. They accepted the ridiculous recommendation from the SRC to increase the salary of those who do not only enjoy a handsome salary, but they have all kind of perks and allowances tied to that. They accepted that, right? At the same time, when they were telling other people who are probably working month to month, trying to make ends meet, right, that they couldn't give them 10%. What business did he have accepting a 47% increase? And on the first time around, when it was offered and he sent it back, the increase for himself was actually about 30-something, 33%. But when it sent back and come back, it increased to 47%. And he accepted it. And you know what was his excuse? That they're threatening to take the government to court. Since when the government raid the courthouse? Since when the Trinidad and Tobago government raid the courthouse? We need to get serious. Don't come and offer your contribution halfway filled with poison and the next half filled with medicine or truth or honesty. Dr. Rowley and them rightfully had to pay a price because they lost touch with the people of this country. A leader have no business accepting that type of increase when you're nowhere near to the poverty line, and at a time when you and your ministers giving all sorts of narratives and excuses as to why we cannot give more than what is being offered. Let people take us to court and we will justify why we cannot entertain this report from the SRC at this time. And that is the key thing there, at this time. Nobody in vex with all for earning all the money or do all to earn all the money, But it's at this time, the time when you accepted it. There is no justification for it, none whatsoever. None whatsoever. And again, it is in the midst of Mr. Imber telling Wigot they cannot give them more than what they offer them. This one telling you right to work, use coal pot. This next one telling you cut back on macaroni pie, tell your children and them you can't have ham and go to the movies and a set of ridiculousness, a set of nonsense. If they were serious, they would have looked at things that they enjoy and try to cut back on that, showing that we are willing participants of taking this medicine. Not here. Everybody in the country take this medicine, but we're not drinking none. That is the reason why they are in opposition today. Not because people were sold on this gimmick UNC came with. I locked on the dream.
All right. Hey, good afternoon. Thanks for holding.
Good afternoon. Long time here, call.
Hey, long time indeed.
Yeah, boy. Anyhow, Dr. Rowley knew that he was going to give up position. So that is why he accepted the hefty increase and the hefty pension. You understand? So he thought that the other boys would have come and get through easier with the 10 days work. You understand? But they get slapped down. Anyhow, I want to talk about Mr. Ram Gonzalez, His Excellency. You're not in Parliament. You wasn't a part of nothing. Why are you pushing your mouth now? Let the people in the settle it. You understand? How it make it look? Because you and the former Prime Minister, all two alleged former now. Let's tell my regular grandchildren or great grandchildren and let the people had it to happen. You understand? Yeah.
All right.
Who going to live in a foreign land?
Ooh. Afternoon. I know you're trying to call in for the longest, but everybody calling in, boy.
Good afternoon, DJ Dream.
Yeah.
You don't consider a crime? We were back with full week.
We full week?
Because we need to come out and vent and see what's going on in the country under this regime. But as I saying, politics is about marriage. Politics is about you voting for betterment and opportunity, especially for the younger generation who are coming. When you come tell me about we accept this and all them kind of thing, and they rolling them, talking the plan, them laws, you touch the plan on the ground. You tell the plan them, take the back pay and as they go lose their job, drink rum and come out of your face, and you raise your pension plan, raise all the politicians and them pay, and run like Geronimo, and just pass on the baton to short young. So by the time I give you a break now, a margin on 100%, you know. Dream.
Yeah.
Dream, this management and staff are doing very good, you know. Don't let people the way I working to roll, you know. Let them give you a full week. We don't want 3 days because other station get buyout with the propaganda and nonsense that people Don Cholo to come out and talk. All I support the UNC. For the last 9 years plus, I was campaigning against the last regime. But I seen things going on to the point in the cut back this, the cut back that. They take away people that hungry thing when they say was getting and they say that's too much of corruption and that dream. But you take away people, you think I'm mashed up fine like chili, baby. You know the big players and them who was getting the big set of contract and this and that for their friends and family. All the mash up crow, redfish, everybody, and all the people out there starving. People work with the lunch, the same people can't even get paid. Something had to be wrong. So, Jim, we go back we week. We had to keep the fire blazing. But I give you a break with a sycophant. Be a man, bless.
Oi. Well, yeah, in the midst of all these phone calls, I catching hiccup, boy. Ay. Oh, jeez. And I still had somebody on hold. I apologize. Ah, boy. Okay, but be real quick. I had to get this call in.
All right. It was 20-something%. I could understand that, But then, all they vexed with him, all they say he wasn't in touch on the statement, I could understand all of that. But then the reality of the situation, you're upset with the man, so the man put out himself, and I understand all the vex because he put things to your tongue and he wanted penny. That was not the issue. The whole issue was Trinidad and Tobago. And where are we putting Trinidad and Tobago? And today we see we put Trinidad and Tobago in somebody else, and as KFC now outline, they kill down to the redfish, down to everything. Why were the fish and all these to eat that and all dead? So by being upset with the man, and here we're going on, the same lady tell all here, put more wood in the fire. Hey, I don't need that money. And blah, 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 blah. So I expect when they come into office, just the same way they take away your young pension, saying that you don't deserve it, they'd give back the increase in salary and leave the opposition with that. But they didn't do that. They make sure and went to Parliament and take the pension first before everybody else. So what are you telling me? And who was really fooled? At least the man was brave enough, and here wasn't them alone. It's all from permanent secretary, the same people making about 2013 salary. So the public, you don't think the permanent secretary was in the same position as the notice, living on 2013 salary too? So we was looking at just the 40-something people in the parliament. It had a whole group of people, almost 1,000 of them, or almost 100 of them behind them too as well. Right? Enjoy the evening.
Thanks, Barataya. Hey, good afternoon. Thanks for holding. So I know you've been calling for a while now.
Hello. Hello.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah,
hello. Hello, you're on. You hearing me? Yeah, hello.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Yeah, you hearing me now?
Yeah. Go ahead.
You're cutting off the town call back. Yeah, the whole issue we're hearing is so much. It's so much. And in the end of the day, we live in a time that prophecy fulfilling upon we not accepting it have a God, and God transpiring some kind of thing now, boy, something upon the human race. And if you're not living for God, with God, and no knowledge of God, catastrophe will come upon you, because what these big international nations that running the developing nations of the world, and the developing nations of the world, them prime ministers and governments and them feeling that they could solve some situation with guns, bombs, who have the most military power, because that's going on with the nation. They believe that, and you see the people who know truth, who who know God, who know knowledge, they're ignoring them and they're living right here in them land. I'm talking about the royal dynasty, the roots of David, the slaves, the people who was brought down here in a foreign land by the rivers of Babylon, how we can sing the Lord's song in a strange land. And they're doubting that the first people who started the slave trade is the Muslim people from Islam who invade Ethiopia, and they tried to invade Ethiopia. That is, in fact, they tried to invade on this idea of Jesus Christ and the modern day Christianity after Moses' law, where is the eye turn and tooth for tooth, and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. They stay with the eye turn and tooth for tooth until now. That's why I have so much wars. And there's so much underlined, right? But there's not a condemned people, and nobody from the descendants of Abraham is condemned, not to the white man and all. But we have to know what place we fit, because everybody contributes to the government of God, even though they might be looking bad. I don't know if I'm here in the still of here. If they might be looking bad, but hear what? They have 12 planets that control the universe. 7 planets control life, and the next 5 planets control the destruction of weed. Because a planting garden now, what the McDonald's and so it's not. 5 planets contribute to destroying weed, and the next 7 planets contribute on sowing seed. So something we have to understand about that, because everything relates to human nature and prophecy, the Bible, because we were sent from the secret place of the Most High to live on earth. I wonder if I hear this still.
Yeah, hearing you, but you have to wrap it up because we're about to finish up the show.
Any here? Because let me tell you something. I study the origin of humanity and the purpose of human existence. And it's so terrific, however. I can't believe God could show a stupid black man like me all this, because I keep asking God, who will listen to me? Because me wear no big, expensive gown and looking like a clown and whatever. I can't read and write. And I asked God, you show me all these things. And I know nobody doesn't listen to me, because I try to educate the children to help me, and all of them gone out there, who is police, who is this, that, the other. And I'm still trying to struggle now, because when I thought that I had them, I had to let them go, and whoever, I'm looking for people, somebody to help me, because I'm stranded like in a desert by myself. And if I get a tree where I can shelter under the shade, and like I was talking to you here, and them Muslims that them used to help me, you know, and even when they joined the Black Caucus movement, and then they never helped me. When I make real big contributions, all of them know me. All of them know me. I'm talking about William Monroe, all of them, when all of we was young. I talked to all of them, but it's not only them alone. Nobody in the black community never helped me. And I get an idea. I say, wait now. Black people is the royal dynasty, the root of the government and God. And white people trying to take it from certificates of Jesus Christ. And I don't know what to do. How in God's name I can retrieve anything by myself? Get a form of spiritual revolution against principality and spiritual witness, because Satan is the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, where God left to run the earth, and he running the earth for thousands of years.
Right, remember, I had to cut you off. Sorry, I had to cut you off, but our time is up on the show.
On the call sometime else, because I have a million things I want to say on this view. All right, later. Them thanks, you know all this stuff.
For sure.
Yeah.
Big up yourself and big up everybody that has called in this hour. Wait, this was the call in hour. I ain't seen y'all call in like this in quite a while. But yeah, guys, that's gonna do it for me from here for now. As I got to go, I got to leave. The third umpire is coming up next, so look out for them. And your boy will be here once again on Friday, which is tomorrow. So keep each other safe until then, guys. Thankfully, the week has been blessedly short, so we're going right back into a weekend. Regular weekend again, but we got to take some time off again. Big up yourself. Until next time, love, light, and to its light. Council is adjourned. Later.
Everywhere I hear them say, in every country, every town, lightning or thunder, blood thicker than water, no matter what family is strong. But remember in the first days, for those who know the story well, according to the Holy Bible, Cain killed his brother Abel. So now I'm watching how families move today. Some preaching love, loyalty, and grace, when deep down it's only hate. A stranger who's passing by will treat you more like family. So between you and me, this is what I see. The ones outside show more grace than who you grew up with face to face. Hate and spite white as a mile, though you grow with them as a child. Blood's supposed to bind us, that is what they say. But sometimes the river wash the truth away.